Teams touchdown throwing machine tonight, and he's got another one.
Next on ACC Live Trending, we know Taj Boyd will be a Heisman candidate, but is there another ACC quarterback who could be in the mix? We answer your spring football questions. Plus,
Jordan, look at that! Holy cow!
the legend of Michael Jordan is being put to the test. Can he survive to reach the Dunkuary final? 4 dunks are left, vying for the title, best dunk in ACC history. Also, you've seen the crazies in Cameron. We now know the reason they act that way. It all comes down to chafing. ACC Live Trending starts now. Yes, chafing. We'll explain that coming up. This is ACC Live Trending. I'm Jeff Shell. On the Trending Show, we look at the stories riding the internet superhighway and parking in the driveways of ACC fans everywhere. And on Trending Shows, it's not just me, it's also Kelly Nash, K-Nash Sports. Kelly, we're down to the final 4 of Dunkuary. Great dunks, but your favorite did not make it.
Dunkuary broke my heart over the weekend, Jeff. I voted incessantly for Daquan Jones, and Ish Muhammad advanced. Are you kidding me? I spent a lot of wasted time doing that.
You're apparently not the only one who's voting early and voting often. Right?
Yes.
We will have the updated vote totals on Dunkuary coming up. If you would like to vote, go to the ACC.com/Dunkuary. Check out the matchups. That's right. Only 4 dunks left, and we will have the best dunk in ACC history decided next week. Remember, the ACC.com/Dunkuary. But now it's time for The Buzz. Adidas has finally given us a look at those basketball uniforms designed for NC State that the Wolfpack don't want to wear. And they include sleeves. The unis were supposed to be for the NCAA tournament. All right, so Kelly, I need to know, what do you think of the uniforms? There they are.
No.
There you see NC State.
I'm glad they said no. Those unis were hit with more than an ugly stick. More like an ugly truck.
NC
Look at the
State.
shorts.
UCLA has the tie-dye
horrible.
looking shorts. They're not the only school. You saw the sleeves. NC State, Michigan, UCLA, and Kansas have all reportedly voiced varying levels of displeasure.
Look like swim trunks. I mean, I can't get over it. The shorts, the tops I don't mind. Those are okay.
We'll see what these look like in game action because some other schools, are going ahead with it. So we'll see. We'll maybe better judge once we see it. Also buzzing, spring football practice. Miami got things going Saturday. Duke yesterday. The Hurricanes have 20 starters back. Okay, Kelly, you're a South Florida native. You studied at the U. You have your finger on the pulse.
I'm excited.
How excited is everyone down in South Florida with this team?
Fans are fired up. I know last season a lot of unexpected surprises in a good way. We'll see what this year brings. Dylan wants to know, can Stephen Morris run for Heisman? Pretty hot debate, especially in South Florida.
Anyone could be a nominee, right? If you want to
can.
become, but I think he's specifically asking, do we expect him to be a candidate? I think Stephen Morris can have a great season. Remember, last year he set the single game ACC record for passing yards. He went on to have a very solid year. He'll have a year of full under his belt as a starter. Duke Johnson will be there to take some of the load off. I think Stephen Morris is going to be great. I think this team should be in the top 25 preseason.
I think for him to get enough attention, though, the Canes are going to have to play really, really well. Now, a Virginia Tech fan wants to know if the Hokies' offensive line will improve.
Yeah, this was a painful topic for Hokies fans all season in 2012. Let's be honest, Logan Thomas never had any time to throw the ball. He didn't look great, but you can say a lot of that goes back to the offensive line. Now, here's the problem. They were inexperienced, and they lose the 2 guys that probably had the most experience, the tackles. So now Logan Thomas might be having some of those same problems again in 2013. Hopefully he steps up and has a better year at least and shows how good he can be, because I think he can be very good, a top pick in the NFL draft. But he certainly didn't get help from
We'll see. I mean, they brought in that new offensive line coach,
New
Jeff
coaches
Grimes.
on offense.
Going to have his hands full, though.
No doubt about it. Another football story that's buzzing, the ACC versus SEC on Labor Day weekend. Game times just announced today. On Thursday, August 29th, North Carolina at South Carolina. That kicks off at 6. That's Eastern time, of course. Then on Saturday, August 31st, Virginia Tech and Alabama. That one's in Atlanta. It's the Chick-fil-A. They kick off at 5:30. Then at 8, it's Georgia and Clemson. Those are some great games. Really looking forward to those. Also buzzing, yes, it's Dunkuary. Oh, yes. A week from today, we announce the winner, the greatest dunk in ACC history. It's according to you. Go to the ACC.com/Dunkuary. We are down to the semifinals. 4 great dunks. The bracket looks like this. North Carolina's Michael Jordan against Virginia's Mustafa Farrakhan. Wake Forest's Jeff Teague versus Georgia Tech's Ishmael Muhammad. So on one half of the bracket, you have Teague and Muhammad. Teague, the 9 seed. Muhammad, the 5 seed, these are actually similar dunks. And Kelly, I know you're torn because Teague knocked out the Clemson dunk, KJ McDaniels.
That's right.
And Ish knocked out the Miami dunk, Daquan Jones. There's Teague.
That
Great
is
dunk.
sick.
Oh, yeah. Pound the chest,
On Maryland's
baby.
senior night. On a senior. Their only senior that year, actually.
And then Ish, of course, from the same spot on the court, the spin, flying high.
I like the spin.
And Ganatzer. Oh, I'm sorry.
I like the hang, too. Okay.
And
a
the
tough
dismount
one.
off the rim, he knows he did it. He knows he just pulled it off. So that's one half of the bracket right there. Kelly, which one do you like advancing?
I'm going with Teague.
You're going with Teague. You like Teague better than Muhammad.
I am. He threw it down with authority.
Now, the other half, that's true. And again,
I like that.
the other half, Michael Jordan rocking the cradle. Chucky Brown says as soon as he saw this back in high school, he wanted to imitate it. Now, Mike Jaminski says, meh, seen better.
That is sweet.
Then J.R. Reed said, it's a classic. And it is a classic.
I say it's a classic.
One guy tweeted me last night, it's iconic, and that's exactly right. It's going against our Cinderella, Mustafa Farrakhan, the 15 seed from Virginia, over Javi Gonzalez.
This guy is getting monster votes. I want to know.
I'm shocked. The 15
Who
seed.
is putting in the time?
Someone, a couple people are just sitting there all day going, Mustafa,
That's
Mustafa,
right.
clicking Mustafa over and over again.
And
Mustafa
I did that
Farrakhan.
all day Sunday for Daquan Jones. It didn't work out. So these people are going at it 24/7.
Yeah, someone is spending all night up in the attic. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I want Mustafa Farrakhan to advance. So, Kelly, what are the standings right now?
Let's check
What are
out
we
the
looking at?
update. We've got a full screen of where everybody falls right now.
So, Ish winning big. That was from a couple hours ago. That's when we had last
That's right.
updated these. And Mustafa Farrakhan,
Close.
5 percentage point
Very
lead
close.
over Michael
I'd be
Jordan.
surprised if Jordan doesn't take that. Come on, Carolina fans. It's Jordan.
Where are you, Carolina fans?
Chime in.
Come on. It's up to you, or else
close.
Michael Jordan will be knocked out. We will announce it Thursday. Coming up, in the polls, Duke is number 3. But if you're thinking about number 2, the Blue Devils have just made a major upgrade that's twice as nice. And ESPN analyst and ex-Blue Devils star Jay Billis photobombs cheerleaders from my alma mater. That's next on ACC Live.
Out with the old and in with the delicious. Commit to bold taste with the new Flavor Resolutions menu at Ruby Tuesday. 10 entrees starting at $9.99. Try our savory barbecue brushed ribs and bacon wrapped shrimp. Or take it up a notch by adding coconut crusted shrimp to our mango salsa topped Caribbean chicken. Plus, enjoy our endless garden bar, free with any chef inspired entree. Ruby Tuesday. It's all good here. Start the new year with savings. Visit rubytuesday.com today for a $5 coupon.
What's better, bigger or smaller?
Bigger!
So which would you rather have, a big tree house or a small tree house?
If it's big enough, you can have a disco. Oh, yeah.
Why do you not want a smaller tree house?
Because it wouldn't be able to fit a flat screen TV, and then the TV would be about this big, and you would have to hold the wire. In the position you would hold the wire, you wouldn't be able to see the TV.
That's a pain in the buns.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not complicated. Bigger is better, and AT&T has the nation's largest 4G network.
The ACC Digital Network, the ultimate video destination for ACC fans. Exclusive highlights, live streaming games, and original live programming, unique access to the student athletes of our time and the legendary voices of all time. Defining moments, personal stories, incredible analysis from authentic ACC sources, cutting-edge content from the leaders in the digital space. The ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.
Good afternoon, Chase Sapphire. This is Stacy from Springfield.
Oh,
Hello?
yes, I didn't realize you'd be talking to an actual person.
You don't need to press 0. I'm here.
Reach a person, not a prompt, whenever you call Chase Sapphire.
This Dunk of the Day brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.
Every shot, every cut is contested. The alley-oop from McAdoo. Beautiful timing on that pass from Hairston. There's that floor spacing again. North Carolina just spreads you out. You have to honor every three-point shooter, every cut, every pass. And that opened it up for McAdoo on that backdoor cut.
Start the new year with savings. Visit rubytuesday.com to get $5 off 2 entrees.
Welcome back to ACC Live. I'm Jeff Fischel. Kelly Nash joins me again in just a minute. Let's do some stories from around the conference. This is the ACC Now. Ryan Kelly's incredible 36-point, I'm back. Earned him ACC Player of the Week honors. I posed this question on Twitter. If UVA had beaten BC, do you think it would have been Joe Harris as Player of the Week? It's an interesting thought. Tonight, Duke at home against Virginia Tech. It's senior night for Kelly, Mason Plumlee, and Seth Curry. Duke star Chelsea Gray may be hurt, but she earned first-team All-ACC honors. The first team was announced, also on the list. The do-everything wing for Georgia Tech, Ty Marshall. And, of course, Maryland All-American Alyssa Thomas. To see the full list, go to theacc.com. Florida State will play a home-and-home football series with perennial power Boise State. But be patient, Seminoles fans. The game in Tallahassee is in 2019, and they play in Boise in 2020. The Noles were criticized for an easy early season schedule this past year, but it was not entirely fair since West Virginia backed out late. And that's the ACC now. All right, let's welcome back K-Nash Sports. Kelly, some great games this week. Let's go through the weekly menu.
Yeah, a lot of teams still trying to knock out wins, finish the season on a high note. Of course, tonight at 7, the Hokies travel to Durham, take on the number 3 Duke Blue Devils. It's the final home game for seniors, as you said, Ryan Kelly, Seth Curry, and Mason Plumlee. Now, Wednesday, Carolina, who's playing some great ball with that smaller lineup, they'll face Maryland at the Comcast Center. Then at 9, the Miami Hurricanes, who have locked up a share of their first ever ACC basketball title, they host Georgia Tech. And Thursday at 9, Virginia, whose NCAA tournament profile took a hit after Sunday's loss to Boston College, looks for a win at Tallahassee.
All right, so those are the games coming up this week. And, of course, then one last game for each team this weekend before we head to the men's ACC tournament. I think it's time for something new. Let's call this, Kelly, They Did What?
They did what?
Yeah, there you go. They did what?
I love it. Our first.
Did what?
You got to see your face. That was great. Now, a former Duke star, of course, Jay Billis, went to Duke, now an ESPN analyst. He creeped up behind 2 UCLA Bruins cheerleaders. This thing has gone viral. Popped his face in for a little photo bomb there. What do you think, Jeff? That's your team. Alma mater.
It's just, he got closer than I ever got to a UCLA cheerleader
I don't
in my
believe
4 years
that.
there.
Now, keeping it Duke, I don't know how anyone missed this story. This is great. Apparently, Duke students were complaining about their single-ply toilet paper, and Duke decided to step up their game, Jeff. Go double-ply. Really?
Clearly, at a private school, you complain about things like the quality of the toilet paper, because at a public school, you just take what you get.
Now, at Clemson, our parents stock us up. I mean, they do that Costco run. You load the closet. You push that in there.
When you send the care package, they also send a couple rolls of 2-ply.
Yes, they
do. And there's one more from, they did what?
They did what?
They did what? Ravens quarterback Joe Flacco just signed, that $120 million 6-year contract. Yep. How did he celebrate? He went to a McDonald's drive-thru, McNuggets, fries, and an iced tea. Kelly, is that how you would celebrate signing a $120 million contract?
You got to buy a gift for Mama. Something really large and expensive.
Perhaps the McNuggets were for her.
How does being an elite quarterback and nuggets go hand in hand?
I will say it was an unsweetened iced tea, so at least he's watching his boyish figure. By the way, it does lead to the important question: best fries?
Arby's curly fries.
Arby's curly fries are solid.
It's been a while. I've been holding off.
I'm a West Coast guy originally, so I do like the In-N-Out burger fries. Are great, but I will say Five Guys fries have won me over.
Hey. I got to check them out.
Yep. By the way, remember, keep voting. I don't need to tell the Mustafa Farrakhan fans, but the rest of you, go vote. theacc.com/dunkuary. We're down to 4. And tomorrow, J.R. Reed is back with me for ACC Live Access. You want access? I speak with Commissioner John Swofford. That's right, the head of the ACC. We talk about the men's and women's tournament. Oh, and I get his thoughts on Michael Jordan. Remember, Swofford was the athletic director at North Carolina, so I take him back. We walk down memory lane, ask him about his memories of Michael Jordan. All right, keep watching the ACC Live here on the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.
Bye, guys.